Hey guys, it's Tomatoda, and today's video isn't a tutorial but a watch me craft video while I just talk over it, because this actually wasn't part of my plan, but I had a lot of gray clay left over from my previous skull cane videos, and I wanted to use up the gray because, gray comes in handy every now and then, but the amount of gray that I had, I was like, this is too much. So I got this idea to make the Squid Game masks, and at that time I was like, oh my gosh, this is, genius. But then, ironically, I ran out of gray clay while making this, so I had to purposely make more gray clay. And then as a result, I ended up with the same amount of excess gray clay at the very end. And I think maybe if I made the cane a little bit smaller, it would have been better, but I thought this was already small until I completed it and I was like, dude, this is fucking huge. That's what she said. Anyways, that's what happened, and I ended up not really reducing my amount of waste. But also, I wanted to do like a relaxing video and just not really think of what I'm doing. So this cane wasn't really planned out, mapped out either. I just kind of winged it as I went along, and the end isn't perfect, but it's not terrible. It's still pretty good, I think. It's a simple cane. I think if I could redo it, I would do it differently. There's definitely a better way to do this than what I attempted, but like I said, I didn't plan it. I was just going along with whatever I felt like doing, and it was very de-stressing, so that was nice. And I don't know if you've noticed or not, but there's some footage that's kind of missing. There was one key footage that was missing. And the thing is, I use my phone to film, and sometimes I get a lot of spam calls. Not sometimes, every day I get a lot of fucking spam calls, and it stops the video recording. And sometimes I forget to hit the record button again, which is why I end up with missing footage, and then I'm just like, oh shit, I wasn't recording this whole time. Well, it's too late for me to reenact it, and I'll just keep going. Oh, off topic, I did get accepted to Setsicon, so I will be selling in the Artist Alley. I know it's a small convention, but I really love the experience that I have at Setsicon, so if you guys are going, come by and say hi, and we'll have an awkward conversation, and yeah, good times. So if you saw earlier, what I did is I added the three canes, the circle, triangle, and square all together into one because I thought it might be a little bit efficient, and I kind of wanted to experiment and see how it would turn out, because I've had this idea for this one cane doing something similar, and I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out, so I thought this would be a good chance to practice, I guess, and see how it will turn out, and just learn from it, which I did because this resulted terribly. But yeah, there's a lot of going back and forth in this video, and as you can see, the face, the mask is not circular, it's oval, which would be fine if this was the end shape, but I need it to be circular because I need to reduce it in a circular shape. I don't know how you reduce an oval shape. How do you keep it oval and reduce it? I think I might have seen some people do it. I don't know. I just think it's insane when people can reduce something other than a circle. That's some kind of skill, definitely. But yeah, I am only comfortable with reducing circles, and I'm getting better with squares and rectangles. Not perfect, but it's getting better. After I reduced the cane, while I was reducing the cane, actually, it's huge. I don't know if you can tell, but it's really huge than what I'm comfortable with, and my hands were actually hurting. But while I was reducing, I could tell that there were air sockets inside, and I poked a hole hoping to squeeze out the air sockets, making it better, but it did not. And I know these air sockets here, it's where the division for the three canes are, so I cut along that, and if you see, it's terrible. It's because the white clay, the white cane inside didn't stretch out as much as the black did. I learned my lesson. I should have flattened each side first before just like mushing them in together, but I didn't know that. So, you know, lesson learned. And for those of you who asked, what do I do with the scrap clay? First, what I try to do is separate the colors into like the pure colors off of the non-pure colors. And as you can see, I have a pile of red, a pile of gray. Yes, it's mixed with white and black, but if you put it all in the pasta machine all together, it's just gonna turn gray again. And then I have a pile of red and black, and that is scrap clay, because I mean, unless I need a dark maroon color, you know, I don't really know what I'm gonna do with that. So other than that, you know, there's so many things you can do with scrap clay. Like, you can use them as filler for other projects. You can just mix them up, and if it's pretty, you could cut out earrings with them with a cookie cutter. You can use them to experiment. I used a bunch of scrap clay for my oven burning video. So, you know, just be creative. Scrap clay isn't all that bad. And here, I thought I'd do another bad idea, an insane idea, because I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me, but I mushed all three together again. But this time I was confident it wasn't going to turn out bad because the faces were flat, so I knew there wouldn't be a lot of air sockets like trapped in between. So I was pretty confident about this one. And you know, this is a good lesson learned. Like, yeah, I did waste a lot of clay, but you know, a lesson learned is also valuable. And I'm gonna be slicing soon, so here is an ASMR warning for those of you guys who don't like ASMR. Yeah, and then this is after everything is baked. And as you can see, it's not like terrible. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's still pretty cute, pretty good. And I made them into beads. And then I made these little dalgona beads to go with them as well. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye!